Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad to know ya, I'm sad to know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Je t'aime. Oh, 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 à la folie. Oh, oh, oh.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad to know ya, I'm sad to know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Je t'aime. Oh, 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 à la folie. Oh, oh, oh.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad to know ya, I'm sad to know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Je t'aime. Oh, 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 à la folie. Oh, oh, oh.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad to know ya, I'm sad to know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Je t'aime. Oh, 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 à la folie. Oh, oh, oh.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad to know ya, I'm sad to know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Je t'aime. Oh, 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 à la folie. Oh, oh, oh.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit
What is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are live for Shockwave number 166. Now, just say straight out the gate, my voice still in recovery from these last couple of nights in Paris, France, so I might not be going as hard, and you may hear just a few voice cracks, but we're getting straight back into the action, baby. We are back in the States, following indeed what was a great weekend in Paris, France for Climb to Fame. 24 hours removed, guys. And truly, as we talked about last night, the entire landscape of CMV has been altered. 4 new world champions, a clean sweep. As the action going to get underway here this evening with the Bromancers, particularly Beautiful Bo in some singles action. They'll be taking on Reese Matthews, guys, but post Climb to Fame and now en route to our next special event in just about 4 weeks' time. Wild Card returns to CMV for the first time in quite a while. Going to be live from Narlands, Louisiana. And things are already going to start to take shape right here on Shockwave number 166. We're going to kick off an Intercontinental Championship tournament to determine who at Wild Card will challenge Emmett Jones for his Intercontinental Championship, as well as a whole lot more. But guys, in case you missed it, was only a few hours ago before the show started that Reese Matthews was served not only a look, courtesy of the Bromancers, but served legal papers. Beautiful Bo is suing Reese Matthews for, and I quote, crimes against fashion. I think it was something like $400,000 in damages, something like that, that Beautiful Bo is seeking. And honestly, I have to agree, Reese Matthews, who in the past in CMV, even I will say, has been a pretty spectacular dresser. But since his return, I mean, you can see for yourselves right here. Look, I'm not a hater. I'm not here to make fun of anybody. Reese Matthews is a hell of a competitor. I'm just saying Beautiful Bo might have somewhat of a point. Perhaps a lawsuit is taking it a bit far, but I digress. That lawsuit is going to be put on the back burner as these two are set to go one-on-one to kick off the show. Of course, Sexy Rexy in the corner of Beautiful Bo, while Murphy, as always, coaching Reese Matthews from ringside. And Reese got to be more tilted than usual. Beautiful Bo been poking and prodding him for weeks at this point. Reese Matthews, whether it was last week in catering, was trying to decide whether or not he should eat some baked chicken or indulge in some leftover cake. And like the devil and angel on his shoulders, you had Beautiful Bo trying to convince him to ditch his diet and gain back all the weight he's lost, while Murphy was telling him, no, stick with it. You've been doing great. Reese Matthews, he has lost a good amount of weight. He's still got quite a journey ahead of him, and well, it's not become any easier with Beautiful Bo incessantly making fun of him, but taking it a step further with that lawsuit. Crimes against fashion. I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest, but obviously a legit lawyer drafted up those papers. I would love to see it taken to court. It wouldn't be the first time we've had a trial in CMV. Remember, way back when Schmitty sued Bison for using those horns in a match. It was pretty funny visual seeing Bison behind the stand wearing his mask with those horns while Schmitty was ranting and raving. So there is precedent for some courtroom drama here in CMV. This fight's going to smell ringside. This Beautiful Bo grabs Reese by the back of the head, just slams him. Damn. Head first off the apron, then follows up with a, I don't think I've ever seen that before. He like bounced Reese off the ropes and caught him on the way back with a clothesline. Now Reese thrown down onto the floor as Bo. Oh God! He's stepping up and out, slamming Reese's head repeatedly off the floor. Oh, come on. Are we going to kick things off with a count out? Wake up, Reese. You can do it. Yeah, big boy. Get back in there. And a scoop slam, keeping it simple. But now going to try to follow up with a knee to the back of the head. Stop. Jeez, okay. Beautiful Bo wants to get more physical than Reese Matthews. Happy to oblige. Even Murphy cringing at that snake eyes, though. And we all know, beautiful Bo. Nothing that he loves more in this world than to get physical. Oh, what's Sexy Rexy up to out there? Ringside, nice count out. Reese Matthews has just slid a kendo stick into the ring. Has Rex. As Reese tries for a knee drop, the referee has seen it, though, and gets rid of it before it can potentially be used. Great counter there by the former CMV champion. And congratulations again to the new CMV champion, Remy Martin. Well, guys, how about the new global champion, Cam Harris? He's here tonight, going to kick off his reign as global champion once again. Oh, big knee. I think that might have, yeah, that busted Bo open. Out the moneymaker, there's that spine buster. Reese been winning matches with that into the pin. But a kick out at 2. But it looks like he's done. Bo, dazed and confused. There's that DDT. Very Chris Adams-esque. Reeling him in. Hooks the leg. But another kick out by the beauty known as Bo. Close to the ropes there. Reese going to try and stay on the attack as he looks to apply a cross armbar. Yeah, like I said, close to the ropes. And a good call by our referee. And ooh, what a kick to the gut that was. Now an Irish whip. Hang on. Both men thinking the same thing. We got a double down here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Looks like Sexy Rexy and Murphy, they're getting into the ring. Hey, referee, having none of it. Sexy Rexy's been ejected, but he's not going alone. Murphy, too. Murphy's being sent to the back. There's the first voice crack of the night. Sexy Rexy and Murphy both ejected after... I want to know what Murphy thought he was going to do if that did become physical. Oh, and now beautiful Bo going to stretch Reese. No, Reese Matthews countering it before it was fully locked in. Off the ropes, Reese, huge power slam. That was a thing of beauty right there. And while Bo is hurting, Reese Matthews looking for a second DDT. Beautiful Bo is the one being served right now. Into the pin. Uno goes. No trace. And it may have just been those precious couple of seconds that Reese Matthews dragged Bo away from the ropes that cost him there. And now Bo's got a chance. Stunner for the former CMV champion. Yeah, stunned indeed. Reese rolling out onto the apron. That hurt. And Bo, a big punch. Another sort of stunner, that time out of the ropes. And Bo pointing at the cut on the left side of his head, which is looking gnarly, but with a smile still on his face as he stalks Reese Matthews. Oh, just gonna sit across his upper back. Some innovative offense there by beautiful Bo. Just will reset the count as Bo goes off the top. Money shots. The ribs of Reese Matthews, I think I heard them snap, crackle, and pop. And Bo is not relenting. Now he's going to work the arms of Reese Matthews. Things are very quickly turned around here, but hang on. Don't count out the veteran just yet. Going to use his body weight. He's hurling himself at Bo right there. Tries to follow up with an elbow. Oh, another stunner. No, Reese Matthews shuts it down with a super kick before looking to take this fight back into the ring where it belongs. Sexy Rexy and Murphy ejected from ringside. Reese Matthews looking to have finally get Beautiful Bo off his back. Inverted atomic drop. Oh no. Bo was planning on using that later tonight. Might need an ice pack. Sexy Rexy, be ready. Reese Matthews cranking the neck. Bit impatient, and that might cost him. Bo gonna look to stretch him again. And this time, Reese Matthews getting properly stretched out by Beautiful Bo. Targeting the hamstring, though, well done by Reese Matthews. He's able to get out of it. Giving Bo a little bit of a Charlie horse there. Matthews, just too sly. His Beautiful Bo got him with the dragon screw. Now look, Reese just trying to get himself up in the corner, but Bo like white on rice. Maybe thinking about getting him up on the top rope. Matthews walks right into that elbow. Now where are we going? Over the ropes, it looks like. Knife edge chop. And gonna again target that leg. Oh, be careful though not to get disqualified. Bo gonna go deep. Stacks him up. 1, 2, kick out. What a match this has been. A little bit of a sleeper hit here. Oh, but Reese is in trouble, guys, and you can tell as he rolls out onto the air, but nice. Matthews catching Bo with a guillotine. And now Bo might not know where the hell he is. He's in the corner. Reese is on his ass. And not the way he would like him to be. Damn, Reese. Showing some of that fire. Ooh, but another elbow from Bo. Gonna try to close the distance. Reese surprisingly a bit quicker, though, as he looks for a shin breaker. Tit for tat. You target my leg, I shall target yours. And off the ropes, Matthews. Another gorgeous snap power slam, but Reese Matthews going to ensure that Beautiful Bo goes to sleep. Time for Beautiful Bo to get some beauty sleep. Reese Matthews picks up the win. Great matchup here to kick off Shockwave number 166. And despite being served that lawsuit earlier today, at least Matthews can relish in this victory that had to feel really good after these last couple of weeks. I don't even think Reese Matthews has $400,000. Remember, before he returned to CMV, he was working at Whole Foods. Beautiful Bo might be barking up the wrong tree, but something tells me he's not going to so easily back down. There's going to be no arbitration, no settling out of court. Something tells me.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag.
Oh, yes, my friend, a new era is beginning here in CMV, and one of our 4 new world champions, the Sin City Savior Cam Harris, is looking to kick off his reign, defeating Ahmed last night, shockingly to many, to become global champion once again, and did it in Paris, France. And now the champion making sure that the locker room is put on notice. There's a new... Oh, well, hang on. It looks like somebody has already got a grievance to air with our global champion, Quantum, who has quite a history with the Sin City Savior. They fought for the global championship once at Ascendance, and it seems like Quantum wants to be the first one to take a crack at Cam Harris's global championship. He's challenging him to a championship match. But does the champion feel like he's in a fighting mood? Will Harris accept? Harris says, why wait? He's going to be a fighting champion. We've got a championship match right now. Are you kidding me? Guys, we are not even 24 hours removed from that hellacious tables, ladders, and chairs match in Paris, France, where Cam Harris defeated Ahmed to become global champion. There's no way, no how that Harris is at 100%. But I mean, a party who's got to respect that he's going to be a fighting champion. However, I don't know if this is smart, guys. We've got a global championship match for the second episode of Shockwave in a row. Remember, last Shockwave was actually kind of come full circle, because last episode of Shockwave, Cam Harris came down to the ring and challenged Ahmed on the spot to a global championship match. And now that Cam Harris is the champion, he sees what that's like. Quantum, guys, could potentially become a world champion again for the first time, gosh, in a very long time, years since he's held a world championship here in CMV. He's a former unmatched world champion and a former global champion. Like I said, these two crossed paths before for the global championship. I believe it was Ascendance, I want to say it was Ascendance 10 in that fatal five-way match for the global championship. Might have been Ascendance 11. It was 10 or 11. Because at one of them, it was a fatal four-way for the global championship, and Quantum was not in that one. Harris was in, I believe he was in both, or maybe that was D'Angelo Prince I'm thinking of in the fatal five-way. The vintage dashing memory is coming into play, but suffice to say, even if it wasn't in one of those matches, these two have crossed paths before. And now Cam Harris, who said he wanted to put the locker room on notice, there's a new champ running the camp. Well, what better way than to defend your championship just one night after winning it? That's going to tell all them boys in the back, think twice before you decide to step up to the end, especially against a Hall of Famer like Quantum. But guys, at the same time, this will go very poorly. We could have a new global champion. And now a drop down by Harris. Huge catchphrase against Quantum. There's a little bit of salt in the wound. Shout out Hayden as he tries for the pin, but not even a one count. Referee was taking her time right there. Well, my friends, this huge episode of Shockwave has just gotten bigger. I mean, we still got an Intercontinental Championship tournament kicking off the two first-round matches. We still got to come. Quantum's going to try to roll Harris up. Imagine if he loses the title this way. He'll never live it down, but a kick out at one. Off the ropes. The guy's not even to mention Brina's story, kicking off her reign as the new Divine Champion. She's in action for the SJ Ray Brina story in a non-title matchup. And props to Quantum, guys. He came out here, he called his shot, and now it might pay off. 24th punch from the Future Man, who since he returned, guys, has been saying that he wants to do things as his true self for the first time ever in his CMV career. Old school Schmitty from Cam Harris into the pin to retain with a kick out at 2. When Quantum came back a little over a month ago, he said, no more games, no more gimmicks, I'm going to be myself. For the first time ever, I want the CMV fans to see who I really am, and I want to compete with no shenanigans. I want to prove to everyone that I am world champion caliber, just as me, myself, and I am, well, Guys, he's got his chance right here, right now. But Cam Harris is making it hard for him. Ooh, and Quantum's been busted open. Big forearm smash there by the champion. Might be looking to retain. Harris going up top. The champ with a meteoric thing. Knees to the face, yeah. And now Quantum in the danger zone. Cam Harris with Destino to retain. 1, 2, kick out. Won't be that easy to put down the Hall of Famer Quantum. But Harris keeps on the attack. Asai moonsault into a reverse DDT. Quantum gets right back at him. That was some forearm smashes. Think about Quantum, guys, so dangerous. You already saw it, that 24th punch coming out of nowhere. He's got so many ways to beat an opponent. The timestamp, primarily, that boot right between the eyes. Counter the Irish whip, the champs put it in the corner. Quantum gets slower on the approach, putting him up top. Quantum looking for something big, something nasty. Harris able to keep him at bay, luckily. Nice catch there by Harris. Slap across the face. Comes back out of this Quantum, though, with a knife edge shot. Looks for another slap. Quantum shutting that down. And just lighting each other up at the fourth. Yeah! Back and forth. But neither of them budging even a bit. There's a punch from Quantum. He's telling Cam Harris, come on then, son. And they're going to go for it. Global championship on the line. They're going to knock each other loopy. But a nice dodge there by Harris. Ooh, what a back chop. Oh, I think I saw Cam Harris's soul leave his body right there. What a spinning back fist. The champion is out of it, and Quantum's looking to capitalize, guys. Holy shit, are we going to have a new global champion? Quantum going to the top. Quantum is stalking Harris, the future man, with a super 24th punch. I have never seen one nastier. 1, 2, kick out. And if that doesn't put Cam Harris down, guys, I don't know what the hell will. Maybe it is a future shock DDT perhaps. Super kick. Quantum seeing stars. And Cam Harris looking to send this old man to the retirement home. Gets him in the corner. Quantum still got some fight, though. Able to shoot out that elbow. Gets Harris up onto his shoulders. Looks like he's going to walk him into the corner. Snake eyes to the champion. Guys, Cam Harris might go down as the shortest rating global champion in CMV history if he loses this match. That's the last thing Cam Harris wants to be known for. Another old school Schmitty, and the champion, beating around no bushes, hits the jackpot. And still, Cam Harris, a fighting champion, 24 hours after winning the title in Paris, France. He didn't have to, but he took Quantum up on his challenge, man. What a match this was. And like I said, anybody in that locker room is going to think twice now before stepping up to the champ. What a valiant effort by Quantum. He tried to grab the bull by the horns here tonight, and he came close, but it was Cam Harris who hit the jackpot. Ain't no better way than that to put all them boys here on Shockwave on notice. There's a new King of the Mountain, and you better put some respect on his name.
Yeah. You know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah. Make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah. I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver. Do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best. Put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we.
Well, a successful first night for our new global champion, Cam Harris. Will the night go as well for our new divine champion, my friends? We're about to find out up next, as SJ Ray has got herself quite the opportunity here. Championship might not be on the line, but SJ Ray, if she can defeat the champion here tonight, might set herself up as the new #1 contender. And certainly a great way to bounce back after the Mini Outcasts lost the Women's Tag Team Championship this past episode of Octane. Ray might be looking to move on to bigger and better things. I think she has all the potential in the world to take that next step. Now's her chance to prove it. And still to come, guys, our two first-round matchups in the Intercontinental Championship Tournament, as we will see Jack Taylor take on Diamante. And in our main event, I cannot wait for this. $1 million I would pay to watch this matchup. Qu'Ran Cook takes on Mr. Climb to Fame, Alan Montoya. And all the while, I'm sure our champ, Emmett Jones, will be watching, as he, of course, will defend against the winner of this tournament at Wild Card, live from New Orleans, Louisiana. The Mini Outcasts were voted Tag Team of the Year, but maybe SJ Ray looks to be in the running for Female Superstar of the Year come the next Glammy Awards. It could start right here tonight. And I'm sure that she is sore, picking out some thumbtacks all night long. But Brina Story showing up. Wasn't going to miss her first night as Divine Champion. Brina Story has done it, guys. The greatest story ever told. Last night in Paris, France, besting Danielle Davis 2-0 in 3 stages of hell to become Divine Champion. And what a sight it is. You can't say that thing don't look dang good around her waist. And while Brina's Story had maybe the greatest night of her life, Danielle Davis, quite the opposite, had a little bit of a mental breakdown. Madison Quinn tried to help the best that she could, but it seems like Davis might be going down a dark path. Just hope that she can pick herself up and dust herself off as she has before. Speaking of Madison Quinn, she's in action a little bit later on. We'll be going up against Su Jin. But right now, guys, it's SJ Ray and Brina Story, non-title matchup. Ray with something to prove. Story the same. Now that she's champion, becomes even harder task, many would say, of keeping that championship and proving you deserve to hold it. Much like Cam Harris just did against Quantum, time to battle back any would-be challengers. And SJ Ray is trying to take Brina Story's head off early on in this one, but Brina luckily catches her. She's coming out of that corner. Stomp it out. They try for an early pin. Like I said, Brina Story is horrible. Still feeling the effects of last night. So at 100%, I beg to differ. Not surprised she would want to try to end this one quickly. But Ray not going to be pumped out like that. Looks like Brina will wait for her to get up. Out onto the apron. They're going to take to the air early on. Huge drop kick directly in the chest. That's a move that'll make it hard to breathe. Rena in all her glory. She said one chapter ended, but this story is far from over. Now might come the best chapter yet, and I don't doubt it. Rena in no rush. Maybe even willing to take a count-out win here. I wouldn't blame her. Bit impatient, though. SJ going to throw her. Ooh. Down onto the floor now. Ray gets back into the ring. Whoa, flips off the champion. Okay, SJ Ray, I thought there was going to maybe be some sportsmanship between these two, but quite crass from Ray, and she's going to pay for it with that kick to the face. Forearm smash. Huge combination now set up with a snapmare. The champion go off the ropes. Penalty kick. Hey. Almost rolled Ray right out the ring. On top. Rena's story. Trying for that arm drag of hers, but SJ Ray has done her homework, it would appear. Or maybe not. You see that barrel roll coming. Stop the ankle. Ray responds, shoving the champion back. Kicks out the knee. Woo! Damn, bruh. I missed that first kick, but made up for it. And Britta's story, she's on Mars right now. Hits that Psycho knee on the second attempt. It's SJ Ray. Springboard elbow, that giving Britta's story all that she can handle. And then some Ray. What has gotten into SJ Ray? First flipping Britta's story off. Now she takes off the top turnbuckle cover. I mean, look, I get it. Huge opportunity here. And fair play. Do what you got to do to win this match. I appreciate it, but I just didn't expect it from SJ. Brittany going to try to go to the ropes. Ray, though, from behind, going to stop her. Irish whip. Hang on, counter, though. Off the ropes she goes. Beautiful kick. Right to the jaw of SJ Ray. Get back up, though. Irish whip. Into the exposed turnbuckle. The referee had not seen it. And Brittany's story, now he does. Yeah, too little too late, buddy. Brina, that had to hurt. She's trying to fight for the pain. And take back control of the mini mental moonsault. But the referee's still busy putting that top turnbuckle cover back on. Yeah, not even a one count. That might have done it. And SJ Ray caught him with the double whammy. Oh, but Brina now with the monumental moonsault. Hooks the leg. 2.999. A little bit frustrated here as our champion. Of course, Britta's story might have hit the greatest monumental moonsault of her career last night on the trash can that was on top of Danielle Davis. What a catch. The strength of SJ Ray. Holy shit. Turns it into a swinging side slam into the pin, but a kick out at two. SJ Ray is stepping up so far, guys. What a great matchup. They come out of the corner, man. Another kick. No! Britta's story ducks it in a forearm smash. Ray gonna eat that. Gives it right back to her. Knife edge chop. Caught there. Again with the chop across the chest. What a couple of nights for Britta's story. It could either get a lot better or worse, depending on the outcome of this one. SJ Ray proved to be a tough first opponent for the new champion. Pele kick! Oh, came out of nowhere with that one. And Britta's story was most certainly not expecting it. And now she gets dragged out of the corner by arm and by leg. Ray might be looking for that crossface of hers, guys. Yes, she is. SJ Ray locks in the crossface. The Divine Champion is in huge trouble. But a knee to the back of the head and a punch to the face is enough to get Britta's story out of a sticky predicament. That don't mean that Ray is done, though. Sends the champ off the ropes, drop down. And a German suplex. Ray now Up to breaststroke she goes for a gorgeous elbow, but Brina Story knew that it was coming. Great instincts by the champion. Can she act quick enough though to capitalize? Yes, she can. A Pele kick of her own. Show her how it's done, B. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Brina Story picking up the win after a great matchup between these two. And this reign is just getting started, guys. Oh, wait a minute. SJ, who was acting a bit iffy throughout that match, but now offers a handshake to the champion, and Brina will accept it. Always great to see some sportsmanship, especially after such a good match. See, Brina is a champion that people can actually respect here on Shockwave. No shade, no shade.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda.
Well, it's a good night so far to be a world champion here on Shockwave, but man, we still got a lot to look forward to. Including coming up next, we got some tag action. The Arsenal of Tailco Val set to take on Team Luger. A little bit of fallout from last episode of Shockwave, guys, where the Arsenal suffered their first defeat at the hands of Split Decision, but apparently the defeat wasn't enough because Team Luger came out onto the stage, rubbed some salt in the wound, mocked Sally Reed and Sebastian Monet for their loss. And the Arsenal attempted to perhaps mend fences in some sort of way by approaching Team Luger and citing some poetry. Brings a tear to the eye, but Bob Luger did not seem wholly interested, told them to beat it. Yeah, let's just hope that Sally Reeves and Sebastian Monet don't try to pull out some poetry in this match. At least not literally. They might create a poetry of a different kind. Poetry in motion, as they say. But of course we have World Tag Team Champions once again. The winners of the 9th Annual Men's Tag Team Cup, Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon. And so every tag team now in CMV, especially here on Shockwave, looking to up their game and prove they deserve a crack at the goal. Well, guys, it's no surprise that KC Kaplan and Aaron Aronson have dedicated themselves to the lessons of the work ethic title. I'm surprised there aren't more. Probably were, they just didn't make the cut. If there is anybody throughout CMB history that you would be luckier than all hell to have teach you their ways, you are looking at him right there. Bob Luger, a future Hall of Famer without a shadow of a doubt. Former world champion. Now guiding these two young men, KC Kaplan and Aaron Aronson, who have already proved to be very impressive. And they are not looking to disappoint their tutor here tonight. Bob Luger to be at ringside for this one. Tag team matchup. I just hope that Luger knows what he's really getting into when it comes to the arsenal of Telco Val. As of now, we've been talking about this these last few weeks. We've not seen any others. We've not seen Telco Val herself. But with the arsenal returning, you know she's lurking in the shadows somewhere. You know that other members of the arsenal are on their way. It's just a fact. Look at endless supply of them. Bob Luger ain't alone either. Tag team matchup, Sebastian Monet and KC Kaplan. Gonna get things started here. More than happy to mop the AOTV from afar in the last Shockwave. Now they gotta deal with the consequences. Monet has already been busted open off that wicked headbutt from Kaplan. Able to go behind is the very tall Monet. As I've said before, very slender and knows how to put those long limbs of his to good use, as you'll see throughout this match. Into the corner, thinking about making a tag. Guys, still to come. We kick off the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Our first two first-round matchups. Jack Taylor and Diamante went on. And our main event, it's Qu'Ran Cook and Mr. Climb to Fame, Alan Montoya going at it. We've also got more tag team action later on. It's going to be Brian Dynamic and Nathan White up against Pat LaFave's Servers. Tag Nate to Sally Reeve. The Arsenal Telco out, not looking to taste defeat again so soon. And never wanting to disappoint Val. Into the corner, looking for a tag of his own, but Sally Reeve able to stop it from happening. Into a little bit of a roll-up. Bob Luger's not happy to see it. KC counters though, now Luger's loving it. Kick out at 2. I almost thought for a split second that was going to do it. Reeve able to drop down behind Kaplan. An overhand punch across the middle of the back. And old school Schmitty, man. Everybody's paying their dues to the Hall of Famer here tonight. I love it. What a match he had against Mike Magnum Maxwell last night. The tag's made to Aaron Aronson, a competitor on the Reality of Wrestling Season 4, obviously scouted by Bob Luger. I really thought Aronson was going to go all the way. He was going to win the whole damn thing early on. He was my pick, but of course it ended up being Rambago. Climb to Fame. The kickoff show defeating Jessica Cash in the finals to earn a CMV contract, guys, and he makes his debut in this upcoming episode of Octane. He challenges Tommy DeVise for the Anarchy Championship. Slammed head first off the top turnbuckles, Aronson. Sally Reeve shows off that footwork. Reminds me of Brett Angel. Stomp to the gut. Oh, carefully here though, not to get disqualified. Choking Aronson down. Hang on, trying for a Pedal and Meteora. Roll him up, not for the pin, no. Aronson closes in, wrenches that arm. Much like their mentor, Bob Luger, looking for that cross arm bar. Aronson, a phenomenal professional wrestler. Was wrestled in high school and college, as did KC Kaplan. So that's why they were primarily sourced out by the Work Ethic Titan, who has that background himself. Often cited as the greatest pure wrestler in CMV history is Bob Luger. Like I said, KC Kaplan and Aaron Aronson, two very lucky young men to have Luger as their tutor. Dragged off into the corner here. Sally Reeve's got something in mind for KC Kaplan. For a back elbow, took a little bit too long on the setup though. Kaplan able to avoid it, but does get caught with a kick to the gut. And a sliding knee strike. Those ribs getting heavily targeted here. Oh, but wait a minute. Bob Luger with a distraction from ringside, giving his pupil a chance to recover. Sally Reed trying to recite some more poetry. Mid-match, not the time. And now gets sent into the corner. Casey Kaplan after that arm again. Yeah, like, Weary not to get disqualified. That was a close one there. Dodged by Reed, slaps him across the back of the head. Ultimate sign of disrespect right there. But some elbows to the midsection by Kaplan. And we'll hoist him up and give him the old snake eyes. Right into the pin for Team Luger to take the Dubski here tonight. Let's a kick out at 2. That time Reed trying to look for that tag. Go a long way from the corner though. Is able to take down Kaplan with that springboard splash across the back. It was intended, but impactful nonetheless. Wheelbarrow suplex. Kaplan very strong. And there's a quick tag to Sebastian Monet, who don't forget's bleeding. He got busted open like 10 seconds into the match. Capture suplex, shades of Cole Savage. God, do I miss him. And now from the corner, woo, my man went for the field goal right there. Boot to the face. Kaplan's now busted open. This is becoming a bloody match. Attempts to get him into the corner. Kaplan counters the Irish whip though. And now going for that arm. That's what he's watching though. Kaplan gotta be weary. Only has to the count to 5. Great evasion. Stop dead with that kick to the gut though. He goes using those long legs. Hooking the arms of Kaplan for a hook and ladder. And Bob Luger at this point isn't entirely thrilled with what he's seeing. And Kaplan's going to try to mount a comeback. Reverses that Irish whip. There's the arm again, doing a lot of damage here, guys. Tearing at the arm. They're always watching out for that 5 count. Whoa! Leg lariat! It's the Bob Luger's arguing with some fan in the front row. Surprised that didn't take Kaplan's head off. Tag made to Sally Reed. Took him out. Whoa. Oh, too fast right here, man. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Slingshot sent down, hooks the leg. And the Arsenal get back to their winning ways. Kicked out before 1. Are you having none of that? They send Kaplan off into the corner. Tag is made. Gonna hold them in position. Monet off the top. With a double boot stop. May it just cracked his spine. Shoots the hack. Hooks the leg. But in comes Aronson to make the save. Over Monet. Gonna turn the page on Casey Kaplan. He just can't catch a break right here. But Bob Luger again. Oh, he's mocking the Arsenal's poetry skills. And Sebastian Monet can't help but to respond to the unfair criticism. That man just cost him precious time. Kaplan punches to the gut. Just to send him flying. What a kick. Like I said, those long legs. Gets him into the corner, no. Irish whip reversed. Huge old monkey flip out of the corner. Kaplan's beating bad, guys. Kaplan's beating real bad. That's not going to stop him, though. Looks for a spear. I think Monet got his knee up. Still don't stop Kaplan, though. Back suplex. Hooks that long leg, but it's Sally Reed to break up the pin. Referee would have to stop this matchup. The amount of blood that Casey Kaplan is losing right now. Moonsault. You get him? Yeah, I couldn't really tell that angle. I think Monet was able to move out of the way mostly. He may have caught his shoulder. Look at the blood, guys. Tag go to Aaron Aronson. as Casey Kaplan hits the superplex off the top. Comes Aronson with a thing of beauty body splash into the pin and picks up the win as Team Luger. Now somebody get that man Casey Kaplan a damp towel and tell the doc to get them stitches ready. Great matchup, but Team Luger remains undefeated. And the Arsenal Tailcoat Val feels the sting of defeat a second episode in a row. The superplex followed up by the body splash from Aronson, and Bob Luger couldn't be more pleased with his pupils. The Arsenal Tailcoat Val might have to even the odds. Luger was pretty instrumental in this match from ringside. And like I said before, I'm sure they've got something up their sleeves.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. He said.
And the action is going to continue up next here on Shockwave number 166, my friends. As already in the ring, ready to go is Crystal Violet. She's set to take on Apathy here tonight, who might not have gotten very much sleep. Of course, Owen O'Rourke spending a large portion of the night pulling those thumbtacks out of Apathy's entire body following her loss to Su Jin on the Climb to Fame kickoff show. The guys, Apathy finally giving Su Jin credit where it's due, but saying now it's time to move on. And unfortunately for Crystal Violet, I got a feeling Apathy might be more ruthless than usual. That's certainly saying something. Something to prove after the slew of losses at the hands of Su Jin, who herself going to be in action a little bit later on against Zero G champion Madison Quinn. The 15-year veteran hoping to turn things around here tonight. Let's not discount Crystal Violet entirely, or maybe we should. Immediately that headbutt followed up by a vicious knee. Like I said, Apathy's got something to prove, guys. Big punches from the full mount position. Just nasty as that. I think the perfect word to describe her style in the ring. Nasty. Of course, things didn't go well for Owen O'Rourke either in Paris, France. Payne unable to take the PWJ Tag Team Championship from Toxic Company. Great ladder match that was, though. Got a chance to bounce back himself. Next Shockwave, he'll be in one of the other first-round matchups in the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. And that kicks off up next with Jack Taylor taking on Diamante. Hurricane Arana from Crystal Violet. Now Violet, we're talking a little bit of trash. I don't know if that's nearly a good an idea against an already pissed off Apathy. It's pretty evident, though, with the scars all over Apathy's body, how she got those, what we saw in the Climb Defend Kickoff show. I mean, man, she and Su Jin beat the bloody hell out of each other. Apathy again going to try to finish Violet off early on. I'm going to kick out at 2 once more. Stalks Violet. Kicks it. Damn. I don't know how that could have put Violet down. That was a gnarly kick to the midsection. To Violet's credit, she's standing 10 toes down here against Apathy. And even again, running her mouth. Why would you want to piss off Apathy? A chop, slap across the face. Remember, Apathy wears those long, like, things as well. I don't know how that's legal, but I'm not going to tell her to take them off. And now they're going to go for it. Apathy giving some big shots to Crystal Violet, but it's Violet who appears to get the better of her in that exchange, gets her off into the corner. And now a scoop slam to the much bigger Apathy. Might be setting her up, guys. Violet's going up top. Crystal Violet looking for her first victory here in CMV. I mean, either way, somebody's getting their first win. And I don't think it's going to be Crystal Violet. Holy shit. Big fucking toss. Shades of the one, the only Cyborg. And a trifecta of short arm clotheslines, just brutalizing Crystal Violet here. I don't know if this is wholly necessary. And there's that guillotine now. We've seen Apathy utilize this before. The deep guillotine choke. Violet's down, but it doesn't appear like she's out. Gets free, able to escape. Oh, into a pin? Maybe no. Should have tried to pin her right there. Crystal Violet showing off some aggression with the Luthez and right hand punches. Spinning soul kick. Shiranui. Violet's face. Oh my god, guys. Look at Crystal Violet's face. Those punches from Apathy have done a number. She is bruised to hell. We tried to go up top again. This didn't pay off the last time for her. Crossbody once more rejected by Apathy. What a punch. Spear! Hold the dang old phone. Crystal Violet with a spear. Now going to try to catch Apathy on the rebound. Perhaps drops down. Clothesline. Non-stopping right here as Violet doesn't appear like Apathy can keep up with her. They try to drag her off to the ropes. Apathy sneaking in some elbows to the midsection. Get chucked. Get chucked. I love it when Apathy does that. Ooh, more punches and a slap for added measure to Apathy's face as well. Oh no, there it is. Middle of the ring. Yeah, no hope for a rope break. This triangle choke is locked in. Crystal Violet's in trouble. Will she tap? Will Apathy get her first victory here in CMV? Violet does not tap. If I were Apathy, I'd go for the pin though. She might be knocked out, maybe not. Crystal Violet, despite both of her eyes swelling up as we speak. Frog splash! Into the pin. Will it be Violet who tastes victory for the first time? Kick out at 2. Just get these fans up on their feet. This has been a good match. Side kick puts Apathy right back down. Oh, it's Crystal Violet. You're going to try that cross body. Third time they say is the charm. Twice Apathy has countered it. Third time is indeed the charm. And it seems like Crystal Violet won't take her foot off the gas. Should have gone for the pin when she had the chance though. Hang on, nice counter in the corner. And Crystal Violet playing games. I can't advise this to her face, dude. Maybe a lucha. DDT out of the corner. Thinking about going to the top again. I think Crystal Violet's going to go with that frog splash again. No, maybe another crossbody. Maybe something else. Apathy's in big trouble no matter what. Yeah, another crossbody. Yeah, Apathy's got to get the hell out of there. She's feeling it. She is feeling it for sure right now. Back body drop, though, eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Apathy could be content taking a count-out win here. Oh, never mind. They're going to track down Violet at ringside. Maybe he should have taken the count-out win. Violet lining up for a knee, but Apathy's seen it coming. And a thrower right down onto the floor near the barricade. What is up with Crystal Violet, man? Got a death wish or something. Talking all sorts of shit to Apathy. Grab on the back of the head. Crystal Violet going to try to take this back into the ring, and she does. Violet going to go for the pin. Might be enough to take it. Remember that Apathy surely did not come into this match at 100%. Only 2 nights removed from that brutal no DQ match with Su Jin in Paris. Man, this is a great match. Hangman's neckbreaker hit hard. I felt that one. Golly. And pulled right into the swinging neckbreaker, but both women are now down. Both women looking for their first win here in CMV. Violet able to get to her feet first. Oh, perfect! Maybe a third crossbody. She's tempting fate here, though. Hits it! A third crossbody. And now back to the top for a second frog splash. That's got to do it, no doubt. Crystal Violet picking up the win. Her very first win here in CMV, guys. And when it comes to Apathy, I mean, another great match. She never disappoints. Putting on these great matches, but victory just seems to be ever fleeting. I don't know, something's got to change. And I think I'd say so at this point. But look, I don't want to disrespect Crystal Violet in any sort of way. This is a great matchup and a phenomenal win for her. But losing to Crystal Violet's got to be something of a wake-up call. I know how hard Apathy worked 15 years to make it to the big time. Maybe choking a bit under the pressure. This could be the start of something great for Crystal Violet, though.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said.
And now it is time, lads and gents, to kick off the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Our first round matchup. Set to commence. Jack Taylor. One-on-one with a Diamante. And in our main event, Qu'Ran Cook takes on Mr. Climb to Fame, Alan Montoya, our other first round matchups to take place next episode of Shockwave. And the eventual winner, guys, will meet Emmett Jones for his Intercontinental Championship in Nolens, Louisiana at Wild Card. You heard from the champion earlier today, taking stock of the lineup. The vast majority, outside of Qu'Ran Cook, I think Emmett Jones pretty much cooked everyone. Especially Jack Taylor. Emmett Jones and Jack Taylor having quite the back and forth all day long on social media. Emmett Jones feeling as though Taylor especially shouldn't be in this tournament. Well, Taylor looking to prove him wrong. Has been a good few weeks since we've seen JT in action. The youngest active competitor in CMV, hunting for his first taste of gold. This is a kid who came close last season, guys, to challenge him for the global championship. Remember, he made it to the finals of the Gold Rush tournament. So I personally wouldn't count out Jack Taylor. We're about to see if he can even make it through the first round here, as he goes up against a very hungry Diamante. A man who is still hurting for certain, a part of the Climb to Fame contract ladder match just 24 hours ago in Paris. Obviously, he was not the one to lead with that contract, though. It was Alan Montoya, who now has a shot at the World Championship anytime, anywhere he wants it. Diamante is a man who's great at picking himself up, though, and dusting himself off since he came here to CMV. I think that's one of the main reasons he was voted the next big thing. This is a kid who never stops grinding. Even when he loses, he misses out on those opportunities. He gets back to work, doesn't complain. And that's exactly what he's looking to do right here tonight. Get back to work. Only one man is going to be able to advance to the semifinals. The winner of this matchup will face the winner of Beautiful Bo versus Owen O'Rourke, which will take place next episode of Shockwave. Diamante getting things started. No filling out process necessary with that suplex. Jack Taylor not the only one wanting his first championship here in CMV. Diamante as well. Like I said, though, last night, only a matter of time. Will it be sooner rather than later? He's trying to finish off J2 nice and early. But that Hurricane gets a 2 count. That's pretty shocking. Jack Taylor, though, like I said, has been out of action for almost a month. So last time we saw him, he had a banger with Bob Luger. That's again why this kid should not be underestimated. He took Bob Luger to his limit. Trying to grab Diamante by that long hair of his, quickly swept up. Stalking Taylor, gonna maybe try to, oh nope, grabbing the arm. Okay, Diamante, switching up the strategy a little bit here. It's interesting, going against Jack Taylor is a great technical wrestler and a dangerous submission artist. So it seems like Diamante's almost trying to beat him at his own game here, targeting that arm. And now an elbow drop. Taylor able to avoid it, not able to avoid that punch to the gut, though. Nice that shot, kick to the gut again, and a double underhook. Whoa, we're going all the way around, it looks like. Taking a trip around the world. Double underhook, face buster. Things not looking good for Jack Taylor. Only, I believe, 17 years of age. Joined CMV when he was 16. Might still be 16. Look at all that he's already done. Had some bloody battles with the Hallowed. Like I said, made it to the finals of that Gold Rush tournament for the Global Championship. He even beat the hell out of me at the end of last season. And now looking to make this season even bigger, better. Kick out at 2. Extends the arm, knee drop. Yeah, Diamante is really focusing in on particularly the left arm of Jack Taylor. Diamante not phased. Not impressed at all with that display there from JT. That super kick, nice jobber, gonna send it back at him though. Elbows to the gut, nice little shot blocked by Taylor. Discus clothesline. And Diamante seeing some Tweety birds after that. Taylor tries to capitalize. Forearm. Hang on, Diamante ain't dead yet. What a knee! Into the pin, that could do it. Put a kick on the ball. 2.999999. Diamante now perhaps unsure of how to continue just stomping on Jack Taylor. Another super kick. There he goes. More stomps. Okay. What's going on with you, Diamante? Getting frustrated. Gotta check that though. Could lead to your downfall if you're not careful. Big punch. Taylor able to shove him back though. Gets into the ring. Not the La Maestra! La Maestra! Gonna try to upset Diamante here with a kick out before even one. Back elbow. Yeah, see you bye. Diamante rolling to the outside. Let's hope these two take the fight back into the ring quickly. From the top! Elbow to the heart. Diamante followed up by a ripcord knee directly to the jaw. I don't know how Diamante's able to so quickly shake that off. Now he's getting back into the ring. I mean, if this does potentially end in a draw, that would be great news for Beautiful Bo and Owen O'Rourke. Their match, they would advance straight to the finals. Let's hope that doesn't happen though. Diamante now from the top to the outside with a meteor. Two young kids, hungry. But again, only one of them is going to be advancing in this Intercontinental Championship tournament. Oh, right to the side of the announce table. Things are getting rough between these two. And a Northern Light suplex followed up. What upper body strength. A suplex from Diamante. Irish whip counter. Now it's Diamante who goes ribs first into the announce table. The guys are starting to get into dangerous territory on a count of 6 here. What is Jack Taylor doing? What is happening here? He's having a mental breakdown before our very eyes. Jack Taylor back into the ring. Diamante right behind him. No count out here. And another suplex from Diamante. Oh, he's got that boy Jack Taylor lined up. Diamante got that boy lined up. There's the Uranagi. And you're going to love this. Take a picture. Frog splash. The greatest in the game. 1, 2, 3. Diamante advances. Great matchup. But it will be Diamante heading to the semifinals of this Intercontinental Championship tournament. Got it really rough between these two there toward the end. I'm just happy it didn't end in a count out. So Diamante goes to the semifinals to meet either Beautiful Bo or Owen O'Rourke. We'll find out next Shockwave. Look at this frog splash, man. Rotation midair, a thing of beauty. Will Diamante, oh, hang on. Looks like Lisa Evans going to try to get a word with Diamante after this victory. Now the young man gassed up. Great win. He's going to go all the way, guys. We could be looking at the next Intercontinental Champion. Oh, wait a minute. Jack Taylor back up. Oh, and he doesn't look happy. Looks like he's going to butt in on this interview. Jack Taylor, oh, with some stinging words toward Diamante as well as Emmett Jones here. Jack Taylor saying this ain't over. But Diamante, oh, he's not backing down either. I love this.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet.
Our tertiary main event is up next here on Shockwave number 166, my friends. Tag action is what we got coming our way. For it's still to come, Madison Quinn and Su Jin one-on-one before our main event. Another first-round matchup in the Intercontinental Championship Tournament as Qu'Ran Cook takes on Mr. Climb to Fame, Alan Montoya. But woo! Brian Dynamic and Nathan White getting ready to take on Cerberus, because has Brian Dynamic gotten out the shovel, dug his own grave. He challenged Cerberus to this matchup on the Climb to Fame kickoff show after Pat LaFave again tried to convince Dynamic to ditch Nathan White and join Cerberus. Dynamic stood up for his tag team partner, though. He said, I'm not going anywhere. This is my boy. And you can take your offer and shove it. So close he came to winning the Climb to Fame contract ladder match last night. He had his hands on the briefcase. But of course it was Alan Montoya who walked away with that World Championship opportunity. It's like Nathan White said, Dynamic is the future and the future is undeniable. But like I said, this is a whole different ball game. Why would you willingly want to get into the ring against Perry Heenan and Pierre Thompson? Pat LaFave's Cerberus. The dogs are barking. And of course, as always, look at him making a win here tonight. Undefeated since their returns. The Pitbull and the Big Dog. I'm still, like, weeks later, shocked to see Pierre Thompson back here in CMV after how long he was gone for. Coming off of a win against the Bromancers last Shockwave. Maybe they're going to beat some sense into Brian Dynamic here on behalf of Pat LaFave. So here we go. Nathan White will get things started against Perry Heenan. Tag action in our tertiary main event. You gotta respect Brian Dynamic. Well, for a lot of reasons, but as a friend, standing by your boy's side. Very tempting offer. I mean, even I would say I think Brian Dynamic should accept Pat LaFave's offer to join Cerberus. Go to make it tap. Oh, wait a minute. Was this a trap? Nathan White went for the tag, but Brian Dynamic has just jumped off the apron. He's ditched Nathan White. Maybe he is taking up Pat LaFave's offer. This is just a handicap match. Was this all a ploy? Oh, and Nathan White, he doesn't really have the chance to properly process what just happened, because now he's got to go up against Cerberus all by himself. I think Pat LaFave has got his answer, guys. And it seems to me like Cerberus has themselves a new member. But Nathan White, to his credit, if it were me, I would tuck tail, I would run the hell out of there so fast. But like I said, White just might be in a state of shock right now. And you can't blame him if that is the case. Tries to roll him up to Pierre Thompson, but a counter and a jackknife cover Nathan White. reverses though into a backslide. I cannot believe this. I really thought after the climb to fame kickoff show that Nathan White and Brian Dynamic were about as tight can get. I did not foresee this, even though, like I said, I thought Brian Dynamic should accept Pat LaFave's offer. Perry Heenan tagged in, and Nathan White with a springboard savant kick. Well, obviously, the most shocked of all has got to be the man himself, Nathan White, going to try to use any means he can to give himself an advantage here in this handicap match. And an elbow right across the chest. Dynamic now off in the back, perhaps trying to find Pat LaFave and sign that contract. Officially become a Cerberus member. I don't know if Cerberus were in on this. If Perry Heenan and Pierre Thompson knew this is what Dynamic was going to pull here tonight, they may have also been completely in the dark. Tag to Pierre Thompson. Oh, and these two big, bad boys just beating the hell out of Nathan White. God, man. How many times did they strike him in the back right? That'd be like 20 times combined. Grab on the back of the head. But the big dog don't like to be collared. Gouges the eye. Nice save, but a cheap shot immediately by Perry Heenan. There's the numbers game. And a tag to the pit bull. With the rocket launcher off the top rope. Nathan White, we hardly knew you. Vintage Heenan into the pin. 1, 2, 3. White fought as long as he could. Mid-academic, though. Especially going up against Cerberus, which apparently Brian Dynamic is the newest member of. Look at this. God. How did that not do it right there? Nathan White left high and dry as Pat LaFave gets himself a new client and Cerberus get themselves another win.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best.
Oh, Brian. Oh, wait a minute. We're getting into our co-main event, guys, but as Su Jin was making her way toward the ring, Madison Quinn using her Zero-G championship to attack Su Jin from behind. And Madison Quinn, I guess, has a right to be in a more foul mood than she typically is in. After not only suffering that defeat at the hands of Brina Story last Shockwave, but Danielle Davis losing the Divine Championship at Climb to Fame 24 hours ago. Looks like Quinn almost daring Su Jin to get up, and Su Jin does. Referee's gonna let this go on? They're joking? Madison Quinn just hit Su Jin right upside her head with the Zero-G Championship. This is irresponsible by the ref. But Su Jin, I guess, wants to fight on. Despite being at a clearly disadvantage. And you can say the same all the times that she went up against Apathy. On paper, you would have thought Apathy, the 15-year veteran, and the much bigger and stronger, would have the edge, but Su Jin beat her not once, not twice, but thrice, as a matter of fact. But like I said, Madison Quinn, who on any given morning is already in the worst mood possible after these past few days, will be on a whole nother level and trying to take it out, vent those frustrations on Su Jin, but might be a mistake because Su Jin, the former K-pop idol, is not going to be stepped on. Madison Quinn dropping her on the top rope, followed up by a spine buster. Well, this is our co-main event, guys. Coming up next, our main event, Qu'Ran Cook and Alan Montoya, first round matchup of the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. A whole lot of meat in our main event, that's for dang sure. As right now, Su Jin just tries to stay in one piece. Madison Quinn attempting to dissect her. Off the ropes, tries to catch him, but no. And Madison Quinn doesn't strike me as a K-pop fan. Probably death metal, if I had to wager, would be up the alley of our Zero-G champion. I just don't envision walking into Madison Quinn's room and seeing a Su Jin poster on her wall. Dodge there. Oh, what a clothesline. And another spine buster. Oh, yeah, Su Jin's holding her head, guys. I don't like that at all. Not one bit. Like I said, this ref's an idiot for allowing this match to actually start. He should have called it off. Would have been a shame, but, you know, live to fight another day. Su Jin's risking serious injury, potentially a concussion. Suplex. If you've never held a championship title in your hands before, you don't really know how heavy they are. Those things are not made of metal. Sometimes, you know, diamonds embedded in the plate. And Quinn just smashed Su Jin right upside the head with it. Oh, another clothesline from the champion. I mean, I understand Su Jin not wanting to quit. Might be non-title, but a win could see her become #1 contender. But here's what happens. The Tiger Bomb into the pin. What a kick out. Well, Su Jin may have survived that. But there's the elevated triangle choke. Su Jin. I thought she tapped. I thought the ref was waving it off. Go to the other side of the ring now. Everything she has, which can't be a lot. That gas tank got to be just about on empty, but whatever she does have left goes into the leg drop, brother. Hopefully this doesn't end the broadcast. Kick out. Not good enough to keep down the champion. Madison's been busted open. She's cut. That headbutt won't help. Hang on. Dang, man. Oh, and a shining wizard. Crucifix powerbomb followed up by a shining wizard. Madison Quinn. Oh my God, not another one. Not another one. A second leg drop. Into the pin. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my God. Well, listen to the fans. They're chanting one more time. They want a third leg drop. Su Jin looking to give it to the Madison Quinn. But I feel like the word indestructible could be thrown around a lot, but Madison might be just about the greatest example of it. the few times that she has lost is taken, I mean, everything for her opponents. That includes the kitchen sink. Su Jin might need to go grab one. Oh, they're agreeing to it. They're saying, let's throw down. Enough beating around the bush. Su Jin's out. She's out on her feet. This isn't even necessary, I don't think. God damn, running dominator. 1, 2. That reaction is appropriate. Ow, man. Su Jin, after getting attacked from behind by Quinn before the match started, struck upside the head with the Zero-G Championship. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Madison Quinn, so powerful. Tries for a super kick, though, out of the corner. And a poison Rana. Wait a minute. Gets caught. Su Jin has just pinned the Zero-G champion. Look at her face. Bro, what? Madison Quinn tried to use Su Jin as a punching bag here tonight to let out all of the anger following these last few days. Anybody else, man, would not have been able to pull this off. I say again, I don't believe the match should have even been allowed to continue, but I guess good thing it did, for Su Jin just pinned the champ. Oh, but it was not easy, and that's evident. Oh my God, she might have a broken nose, guys. Look at that bruising on the bridge of her nose. Not to mention her eyes. 2 black eyes and a broken nose. Is it worth it?
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never drain in my cup.
Oh my God, I'm gonna choke on my. About to die live here on Shockwave. Pardon me. It's our main event. My fine feathered friends here on Shockwave number 166. And yes, Mr. Climb to Fame, Alan Montoya, with that briefcase. That, of course, contains the contract. He can now cash in, guys, anytime, anywhere he wants to, for a world championship opportunity. But if you think his ambitions end there, well, you're obviously dead wrong. Because he's in this Intercontinental Championship tournament. I think more than even wanting the Intercontinental Championship, which of course he does, he just wants to take it from Emmett Jones. Emmett calling him greedy. But obviously Montoya is all business, just as he was 24 hours ago when he beat out 7 other men, including his opponent here, Qu'Ran Cook, to win that Climb to Fame contract. That's just the tip of the iceberg what Emmett Jones has been calling Alan Montoya these last few weeks. Called him dangerous, an unsafe worker. That's why Emmett has tried to do his best to stay out of the ring with Alan Montoya. Of course, Montoya beat Emmett Jones, though, to qualify for the Climb to Fame contract ladder match. Oh yeah, baby, there ain't no bread. There's no water. Just meat here in our main event. Ooh. And Qu'Ran Cook, who's got all the hype surrounding him, deservingly so. I've said it a couple times now, and I'll say it again right here, confidently. This man's a future world champion. He's got it written all over him. But Alan Montoya is ahead of him in line with that contract he now possesses. But it's about the Intercontinental Championship here in our main event. Who will advance to the semifinals? Diamante, of course, defeating Jack Taylor earlier tonight to advance. He will face the winner of Beautiful Bow and 0-0 Warp next Shockwave. The winner of this match, just confirmed, will face the winner of Brian Dynamic versus Nathan White next Shockwave. Former tag team partners, obviously we saw not too long ago, no longer Brian Dynamic ditching Nathan White against Cerberus to join up with Pat LaFave. Oh, this gonna be like two Mack trucks colliding head on here. Qu'Ran Cook, Mr. Climb to Fame, Alan Montoya, who's gonna take one step closer to Wild Card, live from Nolens, Louisiana, our next special event. First time in a good few years Wild Card returns to CMV. Of course, for those not familiar, it is an event where not only match types will be randomized, but opponents as well. In the past, we've seen people win world titles being given the opportunity at Wild Card. It's completely and utterly randomized. The entire roster entered into a lottery and will be given opportunities, but obviously with little to no notice whatsoever. It won't be revealed beforehand. It's on the night that these match types will be revealed, that the opponents will be revealed. And for a champion especially, that's about the worst situation that you can be put in, having no idea who you have to put your title on the line against. No chance to watch tape, no chance to physically prepare to potentially change up your game if necessary. Damn, Qu'Ran Cook just stomped Alan Montoya's head into the canvas, and this is the thing about Qu'Ran Cook too. So big, immensely powerful, but as we're seeing here, fast as well. Shouldn't be as agile as he is for a man his size. This doesn't make sense. It's not right. He is tearing up Montoya's legs right now. Got him in an Indian deathlock, middle of the ring, but I don't think he's trying to tap him out. I think he's just trying to do damage right here. And so when it comes to whoever wins this tournament, whoever faces Emmett Jones for the Intercontinental Championship at Wild Card, the match type will be randomized. Could be a normal one-on-one match. Could be a ladder match. Could be Hell in a Cell. Have to be prepared for anything. Oh, able to catch that slap attempt. Montoya not about the disrespect. There it is, though. That was a stiff one, too. I think I felt that. My cheek hurts. Oh, that cracked the rib. That had to crack the rib. That had to crack his jaw. Are you kidding me? Qu'Ran Cook, of course, undefeated. And I think it might stay that way. Montoya, like, I don't think I've ever seen Montoya trounced like this since he came to CMV. Been on the run of a lifetime these last few months. Oh, they're trying for a power bomb. Cook too dang big, though. And Montoya. Ooh, nice escape. I think he was looking for a screwdriver. How about that for power? And the Inigo driver. So fast, man. If you blink, you truly will miss that. Only able to get a 2 count from Montoya. Oh, wait a minute. Look who's going to grace us with his presence. It's the Intercontinental Champion himself, Emmett Jones. Hey, it's his right. This is a tournament to determine his #1 contender. He's got every right in the world to come out here and watch this match. Qu'Ran Cook trying to take advantage, though, of that distraction. Montoya's looking to refocus. Can he, though, with Emmett Jones now skulking about at ringside? He's not leaving. He's brought to his feet. Oh, shoulder thrust. That might be a little too close, Emmett. Jumping up onto the apron. Basement dropkick denied. There's another tornado kick. Montoya sat on his ass. Middle of the ring. Emmett's loving every second of this. The last thing he wants is Montoya to advance in this tournament. To have to potentially get back into the ring with Mr. Climb to Fame. Clothesline. Cook won't stay down. Back body drop gets him. Still he gets back up. And a ring-shaking spine buster. Right into the pin. Montoya, this is desperation here. Doesn't pay off for him. Qu'Ran Cook still undefeated. As Emmett Jones now watches from ringside with bated breath. Picture perfect elbow that was. Knee right to the side of the head. Oh, what's Emmett up to? Well, who's he trying to help out? If I had to wager a guess, I'd say Qu'Ran Cook. But the referee sees that kendo stick. And he's going to tell Emmett Jones, don't do that again. Elbow to the side of the head. Tries to charge him. That was a mistake. Snap vertical suplex. Wait. Another one. Oh, my God. Not a third. Ooh, boxplex for the third. 1, 2. Kick out. Emmett hates to see it. Uh-oh, Emmett, you might want to move back a little bit, buddy. Up against the ropes. So really move back. Oh, no. Alan, stay focused. Yeah, Emmett, keep your distance, my friend. Montoya showing Emmett Jones what's coming his way if he doesn't get smart. Just shouted something at him. I didn't hear what it was. Something in Spanish. And now going to throw Cook back into there. Oh, Emmett trying to make a move. Emmett trying to make a move. Montoya didn't see it, though, but luckily. Oh, and now look at Emmett. Again, right to Alan's face, calling him dangerous. Calling him greedy. And this allows Qu'Ran Cook again to hit that tornado kick. What a knee. Brother, what a knee. Followed up by a headbutt from off the top rope. Yeah, this is done. This is over. A screwdriver from Qu'Ran Cook. 1, 2. And Qu'Ran Cook, he doesn't know what to do. He's a bit shook after that. Alan Montoya, on the other hand, well, shook in a different kind of way. He's trying to snap back to reality. Whatever he was attempting there does not help him out very much. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Pop-up cutter. That's it. That's it. Qu'Ran Cook advances to the semifinals of the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. What a match. Qu'Ran Cook undefeated still and one step closer to an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. And Emmett Jones could not have a bigger smile on his face at ringside. He is all too pleased with this outcome. But until next time, my friends, again, CMV going to go on a little bit of a hiatus as next weekend I will be gone. I'll be at Echo's wedding the entire weekend, so probably won't be live again until the following weekend. Until then, I will see you when I see you. Whew.